Ever wondered if a city planet like Coruscant from Star Wars could actually exist? Let's ditch the sci-fi magic for a moment and look at the cold, hard science. It turns out, the jewel of the core would be less of a paradise and more of a concrete coffin. First up, the sheer weight. We're not just talking about tall buildings. We're talking about a planet-wide shell, kilometers deep. The pressure from a city covering an entire planet would be so immense that the planet's natural crust would simply collapse. To support the trillions of people and countless levels of the underworld, engineers would need to replace the rock with futuristic megastructures. The foundations wouldn't be steel and concrete. They'd need impossible materials like carbon nanotubes or something even stranger, just to stop the bottom layers from being crushed into a molten mess. But the real killer isn't the weight, tits. The heat. Imagine 1 trillion people, plus all their droids, lights, and computers. All of that generates an insane amount of waste heat. On Earth, that heat escapes into space. On Coruscant, the endless layers of city act like a giant blanket, trapping everything. Without some kind of super advanced technology, the surface temperature would soar past 500 degrees Celsius, basically turning the planet into Venus. The only solution, the entire planet would need to function like a massive computer cooler, with giant heat sinks at the poles, constantly pumping coolant up from the deepest levels to radiate the heat away. And what about just surviving day to day, with no trees or oceans? The carbon dioxide from 1 trillion people breathing would suffocate everyone in days. The air itself would have to be a constantly processed, artificial chemical mix. And water? Every single drop, including sweat and sewage, would need to be recycled with near-perfect efficiency. A simple plumbing failure in a single sector wouldn't just be an inconvenience. It would be a catastrophic event, causing floods and toxic buildups that could kill millions in a matter of hours. So, while Coruscant looks incredible on screen, the reality is a thermodynamic nightmare held together by impossible engineering. It is a fascinating thought experiment that shows just how much science fiction is needed to make such a world believable. What other sci-fi concepts should we break down? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives. Thanks for watching.